The theme of the liturgy today is God gives life. God gives life. Death is a fate of all the created beings. If something is created, it has a beginning, therefore, it has to have an end as well. But the greatest hope is that life will never end. It is also the consolation of so many when we grieve of the death of our departed loved ones. Throughout the New Testament, we find Jesus giving life to the dead. One occasion is giving life to the Jairus' daughter. Second example is giving life to the son of the widow of Naim. Then the third instance is giving life to Lazarus. All these three people are resuscitated. I use that word resuscitated because they were raised to life but to die again. But Jesus was raised never to die again. There are little hints we find in the Gospels. When Lazarus was given life, Lazarus comes out of the tomb with the burial cloth. When Jesus died and when he was raised, he leaves the burial cloth in the tomb and comes out. Meaning, Lazarus will need the burial cloths again and not Jesus. Jesus wept. Perhaps that is the shortest sentence in the Bible. Jesus wept not because he loved Lazarus. Traditionally, it has been the case. But Jesus, with purpose, he postponed his visit to Lazarus. The gospel said that. Jesus weeps because the people have attributed so much power to the death. And Jesus grieves over that. In fact, it is 4 days since Lazarus died. According to the Jewish mentality, it is from the 4th day that the corpse begin to rotten, which means it is a complete, full death. How deep you could be dead, Jesus doesn't care for that. The impossible becomes possible for him. And Lazarus is given life. We meditated on the mortal character of our physical body. The second aspect is the spiritual death. The Gospels reminded us the words of Mary. Had you been here, my brother would not have been dead. Without Jesus, we are dead. That is the spiritual death that one could have. We are subjected to social sins, institutionalized sins. We are so used to that, we do not even feel that those sins exist in our society: terrorism, violence, greed, group hatred, ecological exploitation, prejudices. There are social sins that lead to a spiritual death. The question before us is if we allow death, the spiritual death, to reign over our lives and our communities. The third death, like the death, there are also little losses everyday life. We lose our jobs. We lose our relationships. We lose our security. We lose our health. Then we tend to lose our hope. But we are reminded there is someone who has control over even the death. The last or the worst thing that could happen to a human being is death. And Jesus says he has power even over that. So is there any reason for us to be hopeless? Lent is a time for deep reflections. To choose the culture of death or to choose the culture of life. To choose our willfulness or Christ. Let the words of Jesus reach out to all of us. Untie him and let him go.